Good morning, collective. Welcome. You know what it is. If you resonate with these messages right now to come, you take it. All right. There's gonna be a lot of messages. Okay. All of them are quite specific and, dare I say, quite detailed. Okay. Some of them are also gonna be in reference to whoever is going through some sort of depressive episode. So I would give some sort of like, yeah, sort of. I will give some scriptures to help with that. Okay. Even if you don't fuck with my belief system. All right. So the first message, um, is overall. Okay. Let's do a letter love and light in the morning. Triple three. If you have seen this number, come across it, preferably more than three times. Okay. Confirmation. All right. Um, and I say this with caution, every sign, every message, okay, should always be verified more than once, okay? Um, and that's for you and the sake of your mental health. Because let's be real, we're still on this earth, even though we are spiritually inclined, and have intuition, okay? So there's that. Triple three. It is symbolic for protection. Okay, I'm gonna go with my go-to personal advice in relation to that number. Okay, protection on all dimension, on all levels throughout. Okay, think as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay, um, if I'm gonna be superficial about it, you are protected on all levels. It's like a spiritual protection vortex, okay? Like a cube, you know? All right. So, whatever you're going through, whatever's happening, you're being protected from that during this time. Heavy on if you have seen this symbolism, okay? Um, and if not, this entire reading could be a confirmation. But again, if you're not in this vibration, you're gonna have to be in this vibration. You get me? All right. So, that's first message. The second one is triple six. And again, my go-to spiritual razzle dazzle on this number. You either have to spend money to get money, or you have to save up. Okay. Um, Two ways. You're either holding on to something when it comes to the financial, okay? Spirit is telling that you need to invest, you need to buy this in order to gain something back from it, okay? However, on the flip side, if you know that you're reckless and you haven't been saving up and doing your budget and being responsible with your finances, it is time for you to save up, okay? This is a pre warning. Now, I will also add in this scenario that this number, in relation to relationships outside of finances, there's people that could be in their ego, number one. There are people that are in the matrix that's trying to keep you stuck, okay? You might experience some sort of negative belief system or paradigm blockages, okay? A lot of blockages, okay? If you ever encountered this number, a lot of people link this specific number to something evil. Disclaimer, it's just a number, just like 777, okay? However, there is a backstory to every backstory, okay? And this is not, you know, on the online version of it all, a positive number that people link this 666 to. However, from personal experience and what I've tuned into for other people, This seems to be the truth. Okay, now you can go and Google this number for yourself and find your own special definition. Same with triple three. And if you want to go with that, then be my guest. Okay, so there is that. So let me just rehash. Triple three, protection on all dimension. Triple six, you either have to spend money or spend money to get money or save up. Okay, slash there are people that are going to be in their ego that are trying to keep you stuck, that have been keeping you stuck, and that's the reason you have blockages in your life. Okay, um, a lot of people also like to link triple six as the devil energy, but this is not the time for me to go in depth because I feel like I in a way already have. So let's move on, collective. Now, on to the specifics of it all. Um, there is some person, okay, I don't know if you or somebody outside of you, they're gonna be refused to um, ride the bus with their bike. Um, yeah, that's the message here. So I don't know if you see them. I feel like halfway they're gonna be like, you can't really have your bike on this transportation, and they're gonna attempt to kick you out, and they're gonna call like reinforcements or whatever. But then there are some passengers that's gonna be like, um, don't let them trick you or whatever. You can still do so, like, because in the past it was like okay to ride a bike or get like your bike on the transportation on the bus, but for some reason, they don't want you to have your bike on the bus. I don't know. That's a message for somebody. I know there's a lot of weird energies going on. Going back to what I said about the ego, maybe some people's trying to test you. I talked a lot about systematic oppression. Like, this could be some form of this for you. Um, But the thing is, your bike is quite expensive, and there are gonna be passengers that's like, this bike is quite valuable. So, like, I don't know why they have a problem with you, but I feel like it has to do with the energy. A lot of people, including myself, have just encountered people in their ego. The energies are not high vibrational, it's not love and light. There's a lot of, smirks, backhanded compliments, downright bad intentions. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of like one of those moments where you might suffer something of this nature. Okay, or somebody in relation to you might also be like one of those people that would view this inaction, that somebody's gonna get kicked out of the bus because of their bike. Okay, um, well, let's continue. um, the next message is in relation to like what I talked about in terms of depression here. I don't know if it's like the one is it like a fall into depression. It is a thing. It's called sad. Okay, when you're like depressed during certain seasons, specifically when it's like going into winter time is very common in Europe. Okay, because we went from all the sun gives life and gives energy, right? And all of a sudden, like people that are dependent on the sun energy, the D vitamin of the sun, when that goes away, it can really mess with some the brain chemistry and of it all. So I feel like overall is that, but because I got this message like if you like literally like 5 days ago, but over time during the days the energy of depression has like increased. Like I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, I know I'm good. I eat right, I exercise, I spend my time in doing things accordingly to my routine. So I know I'm good, okay? And this is not something that is, you know, I'm familiar with in terms of the changes. So obviously, I've experienced depression, um, but that has to do with circumstances in my life. So again, it really feels like it's seasonal. For some of you guys, it's not. It's because of some sort of like um circumstance you're in or have faced, okay, or you cannot get out of. Now, this might sound very vague, but this is just something that I want to give as an example, especially if it's just like a seasonal thing. And I wrote down, if you're suffering from this sad, this winter depression, go outside, okay? Even if there's no sun, because I feel that nature in itself is healing. Um, Emphasis on the sun, but even though the sun is not like in 30 degrees or whatever, you can still, the air of the nature and the forest, the trees, the ocean is still there. Okay, so I would advise that you surround yourself with that. Okay, go for a jog, um, and if you don't feel like you want to exercise in that case, um, if you are close to ponds, okay, PONDS, go and feed the dogs, okay? Take leftover bread, expired bread, preferably gluten free, organic, but that's just my, animal activist side of it all. But even if you don't have gluten free or organic bread, just go and feed the dogs and try to keep it, balanced with the feeding of a dog. So, you might meet people around that pond, talk to them, or just be around people as well is quite healing. Okay. Um, I promise you, it will make some change. And if you're into baking, try that. Okay. I've talked to some people, yeah, during the days, and communication goes a long way. And even if you're not somebody that is, I feel like you need human connection. Okay. Because the people that you're around is not doing what they're supposed to do. And dogs, they talk, but they don't talk human. Okay. So, I mean, at least try something of this nature. Okay. Whomever is going through this really, really seasonal depression here. Now, for some of you guys, it's not seasonal. It's something that took place because of your environment. It's just fucked up. Okay. Um, there's a two part to this. One, the environment, because of that it's been fucked up for quite a bit. Okay, for some of it is as small as a freaking breakup, as as small as your coworkers or your environment in terms of your family is going crazy. It might not be small, but like there are levels to depression or circumstances involving depression here. How people can really like enough is enough, right? Number two, for some of you guys, it's spiritual. Okay, and I'm gonna explain this in a minute. I always say this, you know, if you don't have things on paper that's clarifying you as depressed, and it is a condition, and you're aware of this coming through certain times, for instance, the seasonal stuff um, that they put on paper. But I have a lot more to say about that. But this is not the time we're going in depth, okay? And then when you have depression on paper, I can say a lot, okay, on that, but just to clarify it, if that's the case, then you go to whomever addressed that, okay? If you don't have it on paper, or let's say you do, but you're just not trusting the system of it all. Um, in relation to that, then it's spiritual. You get me? Okay? So just take this with a grain of salt. First and foremost, there's somebody here, depression, anxiety, okay? So much so it's really fucking up their day to day life. It's either male or female, you or somebody around you, and it's because of a relationship, okay? That is depression first level in terms of the message here. Somebody's going through anxiety, and it's not like, oh my god, I feel bad for like a week, or like the anxiety is so heavy, they can't really function properly. Okay, you know when people say heartbroken, it's like they're sad, right? But they can still function. They can still go out with their friends, shower, eat. That's just not the case. Okay, do grocery shopping. You know, dish like normal day to day stuff. Go to work, go to school. This is somebody that's so um, down bad with this depression and anxiety, because it's a two-part thing here in terms of this message, because of this relationship. Now, if you have depression, if you're going through this, obviously it's going to intensify. If you don't have depression, but if you do, like I said before, but it's just coming over you for no damn reason, it is spiritual. Either go see your doctor, number one, or number two, you can't sit. Okay, and the cleansing part and how to do that, you can do a different way, but I was led to add some scriptures, okay? And disclaimer, whether you believe in my belief system or not or this way, it is up to you, okay? I'm just delivering what I need to deliver in terms of the messages, okay? I will do that at the end of this reading, okay? And then there is a masculine, whether, and it's not really tied to a relationship, like an end of a relationship here. They're just depressed. And this masculine here, they could be a karmic, a soulmate, a freaking a twin flame. Okay? Um, I feel like whoever's a masculine in your proximity here, that's depressed, you're aware of it or not, or you can feel it based on, your intuition and whatnot. Karmic, soulmate, twin flame, there's somebody that you are just not rocking with that is really depressed right now, but I feel like you don't care enough for this person. Okay, this is somebody outside of you, and then there's somebody that's watching my reading, male or female, that is have depression and anxiety because of a relationship. You get me? Okay, okay, and then there is a Earth sign that's also depressed. Okay, um, because of some sort of revelation, some sort of insight. Okay, um, that's what I wrote down. 1010 could be symbolic. Okay. Um, yeah. Let me just. Yeah, this specific masculine here, they're hiding their depression or masking it, is because they feel stupid about this, or they feel either they feel stupid about having this, or they feel stupid because they did something stupid, or they should have protected something. This is in relation to the Earth sign and the 1010 number. Okay. Um, 1010 is literally like my go-to. It's a positive number, so I feel like this earth sign is depressed because they did something that was stupid and now they're depressed. Or they called somebody stupid, or they should have protected somebody and they didn't, and now they're depressed. Okay, let's move on. And then we also got I think that's pretty much it. Let me, in terms of the people that are going through this wave of depression here, let me just check all my 5011 notes. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go on, move past the depression wave of it all. Okay. Number one, if you are an Aries female, okay, um, there is, what did I write? Okay, if you're an Aries female, you're gonna find somebody, a really hot, good looking guy at an event, social event, okay? You're gonna hit it off. It's giving party, cafe. It's not really a date, like it's gonna be some sort of social event. Having if you're Aries female here, the man that you're gonna encounter during this event, it's gonna be 10-10. It's gonna be really fun. However, I don't know why this is relevant. You could be one of those astrology geeks, okay? For some reason, you're gonna find out that they are a Libra sun. This is this masculine here, this man here. Um, they don't act like a Libra. Apparently, a Libra scarred you in your lifetime. Okay, so when you find out this fine man at this event, because you guys are gonna have a little rendezvous, a little sleepover, if you get what I'm trying to say. You find out that they're Libra sun and you are like determined to cut the connection here with this man. I mean, all right, okay. Probably definitely been scarred by Libra here, so there's that. But other than Libra sun, they are also Aries moon and Sagittarius rising. So the Libra part, it's just the sun part. Like if we're gonna speak astrology for a bit, the rising sign is what you see. So you see the Sagittarius, okay? You see that aspect because in terms of astrology, what we see in terms of people is the rising. It's not the sun, okay? But people only know about the sun because it's people don't want to go too in depth in terms of anything in life, especially astrology, right? But I would advise anyone that's watching when you're seeing somebody is their rising. So you ask for that. Number two, if you want to know a connection in terms of love, ask for their Venus, okay? And when you watch the reading, so when you know more about your person, you want to go into that direction, the rising and well, the Venus actually, okay? And the moon has to do with like the emotional well-being and the emotional state, okay? So there is that. um let's continue. Next message, there's also going to be like a I'm gonna crash at a stranger's friend's place after like a outing, okay? If you have your menstruation, your period, okay, this is for females as watching right now. um it's okay, disclaimer, I'm also aware that not everybody has a menstruation, but you guys do, okay? Or this person do. Everybody bleeds, okay, at some point in their life. In this case, it's in relation to period and menstruation here, and it's gonna be fine, okay? It's gonna be fine. Don't try to hide it or anything, because that's just it's weird, okay? If you're trying to hide that there was some flicker of blood, don't hide it because, like, why? Maybe you hide it out of distress. Don't, okay? Because that's just weird. Or if they do hide it, don't make a big deal out of it, okay? Um, if you're gonna get this stranger visitor over, and this is after outing, okay? So the next one here is there's also somebody that's trying to spiritually pry into your life. I know I've had that experience, and I talked about it in one of my readings. But this is collectively, okay? This is not me, myself, and I. Um, there's somebody spiritually prying in your life here, and it's because you're part of their cult, or they could be part of a cult, and they're finding out that you're part of their cult. But it's kind of like, I cannot believe that they're part of their cult. So somebody's doing that. I mean, Okay, let's move on. I mean, if they're already a part of their cult, let's see. Okay, so whoever is prying here, like, they're not a part of their cult. I feel like they're quite curious on what's happening here and how you do things. Yeah, they're curious. They want to know how you do the things you do. Um, or they want to know, like, how you got to where you got with your cult. That's why they're prying. Let's continue. Or how you even got into it in the first place. The next message here is in relation to anyone that is suffering from menopause. Okay. I also got the name Sybil. Okay. That could be your name or somebody that you know. Okay. Basically, somebody's in their bed all day. Okay. And coffee is like symbolic here. Maybe after coffee you start to like get depressed or you need coffee to get out of this depression, this menopause, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, there's some sort of news about diabetes. Okay, I don't know, I got this message in a section like this: coffee, menopause, diabetes. Okay, so please just and somebody's in their bed all day. That is the message. I will link what I can link in terms of like some sort of encouragement, and I will do it in scripture form. Okay, let's continue. In terms of Sybil, let me. We got nothing on Sybil, so I'm just gonna just reduce that to a name. Okay, so let's continue. Um, let's see here. So for Halloween, a lot of festivities during Halloween, a lot of weird encounters during Halloween. Okay, it's gonna be fun. Whomever you are, whatever your preference are, whatever you're gonna meet, there is gonna be individuals that might not feel human or act human. I don't even know how to phrase this, but it's gonna feel quite alien-like. Okay, they're gonna look and act alien-like. I don't know if it's their costume or something like for real. And again, disclaimer, we know aliens are real, okay, because that's been broadcasted all over the news. So we can speak about it freely, okay? Um, she might get into it with an alien, okay? A female alien here, or it's their costume. I mean, I feel like, or aliens are attracted to you, or this alien at this Halloween party will be, and it's gonna be an interesting experience. So there's that. Okay. Another. Mm, Also, something is going on in. I know this could be in South America, but that message felt quite Americanized or Europeanized, to be quite honest. But there's also going to be really like awesome drive through, cruise through with your friends or whomever you're with. Specifically, if you're like in South Africa, there's some sort of like really cool like girls trip going on as well. Um, so that's one of the messages. Okay, let's continue. Um, so the next one is like a dream channeling. Okay. Long story short, you're gonna get tickets from a friend. It's giving a school friend, somebody that you have known for a long time. It's a male friend, and you are the female friend. Yeah, yeah, and you're gonna get invited to this concert, and you guys are gonna just. They're he's gonna fall in love with you at this like event because or concert slash event. There's gonna be some sort of like dance competition, and you almost got caught off. Like there was somebody else that bought your tickets, but then there were other guys in the group of your friend that advocated you to get your tickets back, and you guys are gonna have so much fun. And so it feels very scorpionic. Okay, think Wednesday school dance party, but uh, the grown-up version. Okay, um, the college version. And yeah, a lot of chemistry there. Fun, fun. I want to dress up. Halloween is Halloweening this year. I will say this. I don't know where you guys live, but it's really Halloweening. So there is that message. The chemistry is chemistrying. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm gonna do this like in a music channeling, but there was a masculine here that feels like you're priceless. Okay, and your name could be Lydia. But I'm gonna talk about that in my upcoming music channelings. But there's masculine here that feels like you. There's like you're priceless. Okay, and your name is Lydia. If you see priceless in one of the titles, that is for you. Okay, have you on if I say Lydia, because that's somebody's name. Okay, and then we also got a feminine energy here that feels that you will always be their baby. Okay, people always have an issue with what they don't understand, but they will never have an issue hating slash tearing it apart. So whoever's dealing with a feminine energy here, a female in a relationship, apart or together, there are people that are here hating, trying to tear this relationship apart. Okay, but you'll always be their baby. You get me? All right. So now we got all of this down. Now for the scriptures. Okay. Personally, you really don't have to add the white candle is optional here, but depression, seasonal, spiritual, heavy on the spiritual aspect. Okay. Um, we got Psalm 1:6. We got Psalm 23, all of it. Okay. We got Psalm 25. Okay, especially 25:20. We got Psalm 41. Okay. And that's about it. I will put it, I think it's better if I put it in here so you guys can see. Um, and for the meantime, I hope it helps. Okay. Thank you for stopping by Collective or whomever is interested in this. And as always, good luck in your journey in life.